nails, so we don't want to see something like this. You're going to hold it like that. So yes, this is a practical past part of your practical exam. So you should be able to hit suddenly without hitting so hard. So you see how many times I hit my hand, and it is not harmful. It is not hurting because I do not hit hard. I just hit suddenly, and this is what you should perform with your patients with the neurological hammer. For some reflexes, we hit through our own finger. Why? Because some of the reflexes might not be visible, but with your finger you are going still to feel the movement. And the reflex with which I'm going to start is one example of such reflex. For this reflex, we don't look for symmetry because it is studied in the middle. This is the mandibular reflex. So the mouth of our patient is slightly open. We put our finger in the middle. And when I hit with the neurological hammer, I expect closure of the mouth. So relax. So even the first time, I felt. Okay, so relax. So maybe you're not seeing the movement, but I felt the movement below my finger, and this is why we put the finger. Okay, so which is the sensory nerve in this area? Any ideas? Mandibular, which is branch of? No. Trigeminal. Okay, so mandibular branch of trigeminal nerve, which is different nerve for the masseter muscles? Any suggestions? It's again the mandibular branch of trigeminal nerve. It has some motor fibers, and they're exactly here. So they participate here in the innervation of masseter muscles. Okay, the next reflex that we're going to show you. So no, up to the biceps. This is the biceps reflex. So the arm should be relaxed. And now I'm going to put my finger on the tendon of the biceps. And again, I'm going to hit. So there was a movement, I also felt the movement here. So here, which is the nerve that is the innervation for the biceps? What was the name of the nerve that innervated the biceps?
Biceps brachia.
It is branch of the brachial nerve. Brachial nerve is okay. So if you have
anatomy, guys.
So
it's not a good sign.
The musculocutaneal nerve, nervous musculocutaneous. Okay, so the next one, I'm not going to show you bilaterally, not to lose your time, because I want to give you more time for practice. Okay, so the next is the triceps reflex. Relax. The relaxed arm should fall freely without support. Relax. Maintaining, and we hit just above the olecranon. And you see that movement. This is the reflex. Here, which is the nerve? It is again. It is radio. Yes. The radio nerve is for this reflex. Now, for the knee reflex, we have several ways to assess it. First, I'm going to show when the patient is sitting. When the patient is sitting and the legs are not reaching the ground, we hit just below the patella. So the reflex is not very pronounced, but here comes one tricky moment. For some reflexes, the active attention of the patient might be a problem. So we have to distract our patient. We're going to tell him to look somewhere else and hold your arms like that. When I tell you, you're going to start stretching. Stretch.
Looks like he's flexing.
So
they look quite fake, you know.
So we distract our patient, and sometimes by miracle the reflex appears because it was suppressed by the active attention. The other way to measure this reflex is when the patient is not able to sit there. So your legs here, direction. So when the patient, so lay down.
I can't see.
The patient is not able
Oh,
to sit.
so having a contact.
So we support the legs of the patient like that.
So having a contact.
And we are evaluating like this. And now sit on a chair.
You can have this one.
Let us bring the chair here. The third way, sit on a chair and put one leg over the other like that. Yes. So now it is.
Basic instinctors.
So we don't prefer that way because patient needs some time to switch from leg to leg. So our idea about symmetry might be altered. We might lose some small asymmetry. So we don't prefer that method, but it is still a method that can be used. It is used sometimes. Usually we prefer either the method when the patient is in the bed, either the method when the patient is sitting without the legs reaching the ground. Here, which is the nerve? F is good start. Femoral nerve. So the femoral nerve. And now we come